Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Silliness abounds, lots and lots of silliness. A happy day today. It was a lot of fun. My friend Lori and her family came for a little swim today. Yeah, they did. And then Kyler and his little sister popped over for a swim, and I got to barbecue, and I got some things done, and I figured out how to do something on the trailer that I wasn't. I'm rebuilding an old trailer, and I figured out how to do something, and I didn't know if I could figure it out. And I did, and I was very proud of myself. I didn't even have to Google it. I just sat and looked at it for a while, and then got frustrated, and then I looked at it again, and I got more frustrated, and then I looked at it again, and went, oh, that's the way to do it. Wah, 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 wah. Miss Christie's here. Say hi, Miss Christie. You know what Miss Christie made today? Sourdough. But not only sourdough, she made cinnamon raisin sourdough. What? Ask me if there's any left. Yes, there is, because she won't let me have any yet. Anyways.
You got a slice.
I got a slice. It was this big. Wasn't even. Then I even shared it with Kyler's ma and Kyler's grandma and stuff. When you sleep, I'm having another one.
You can have as much as you want.
Right? No, I meant puppies. That's what I meant.
No.
Yep. Gonna have a puppy. You fall asleep. Dare you to go to sleep now. William is here and Samuel is outside talking to a friend. Well, physical distancing. That's good. How are you? I'm fine. Good to see you. You look good. I look good, thank you. I'm glad you look good. I think you look really good. Thank you very much. You look really nice too. Okay, see you later. Bye. Bye. Social distance conversation. Except for me. Hi. Pardon me? Hi. How are you? I'm fine. What? You're a fat elephant? So I don't hear very well. I'm going to keep looking at it till you smile. Sometimes I wish there was a camera right here so we can catch Miss Christie's face too. Oh, Jimmy Scott. How are you, Mr. Jimmy Scott? In on Vancouver Island. I'm working a deal to come out to Vancouver Island in the fall, if they let people come to the island. I am. I'm tired. I'm pretty sleepy. It was a hot day, and I worked in the shop, and I was hot in the shop and stuff. You know what? I think we should read The Blue Balloon, and then we should read I Need a Hug. The LeBlanc lent me these books. There we go. I'm going to start with the blue balloon. Blue balloon. And I lost my glasses. I put them somewhere, and I don't know where they are. So I have these glasses, which are my older glasses. Yeah, Miss Christie just looked underneath stuff, because that's where I put them. I just put them down, I forget. This book is by Mick, Inkpen. Chantal gave me this book to read. Here we go. The day after my birthday party, Kipper found a soggy blue balloon in the garden, which was odd, because balloons at my party were red and white. I blew it up. Ugh. Even though I'm a little skeezed out by that. Blech. The dog has a balloon and I'm going to blow it up. At first I thought it was just an ordinary balloon, but now I'm not so sure. It is shiny and squeaky, and you can make rude noises with it. That's my favorite part. And you give it a rub, you can stick it to the ceiling. Just like any ordinary balloon. But there is something odd about my balloon. It doesn't matter how much you blow it up. It just goes on getting bigger. Oh, holy smokes. And bigger. Look at this page. So much. I had to have Miss Christie give me a hand. Look, she's holding the corner. That's a big balloon. And bigger until... I did that with my mouth, just in case you're wondering. You see, it never bursts. Never, ever. I've squeezed it, I've squished it, I've kicked it, I've run over it, and I've stretched. Dead. And Kipper has attacked it, but it's indestructible. I think my balloon has strange and wonderful powers. The other day, it disappeared completely. And then it came back, and it was square.
That is a little strange.
That is very little strange. We should dedicate this book to Rupert Appleyard.
Yes.
Phineas Flash. In this morning, because Phineas Flash, if you have a chance, look up Phineas Flash balloons or Rupert Appleyard balloons. He is the balloon king, and you know what he did? He was honoring people for things that they're doing during COVID, and he did a balloon of me.
He did.
It was really cool.
It looked really great.
It did look like a good. Yeah.
He's amazing.
Mm-hmm. He's really, really talented.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this morning, while I was taking it for a walk, uh-oh. Oh, it decided to fly. When I was taking it for a walk, it decided to take me for a fly. It took me up and up and up and whoops and finally down.
That would be a little scary.
Yeah, no kidding.
Fun, but scary.
Almost got a star to the bum there. Did you see that? Finally down. Oh, and he's on a completely different planet. It was quite a trip, but we were back in time for tea. So, if you find a soggy old balloon, whatever you do, don't throw it away. Especially if it's a blue one. You'll never know what it'll do next. Oh. Oh, that's a big page.
That's a big balloon.
That was a silly book.
That was a silly book.
I like the silly book. Miss Christie.
What?
I get hugs from Miss Christie. I'm lucky as a puppy. That we should have a puppy. So this book is called I Need a Hug, and it's by Susie Linn. It's called I Need a Hug. As the early morning sun rose over the zoo, the animals were waking up. All except for Boo the bush baby. Like all bush babies, Boo slept in the daytime, so he was ready for bed. But where was Mommy? Boo couldn't sleep without his mommy and a special bedtime hug. Boo looked everywhere, but Mommy was nowhere to be seen. So Boo went to see the lion. I need a hug, Boo said to the lion. Very gently, the lion lifted Boo in one big paw. And hugged him close. Thank you, sputtered Boo with a mouthful of lion's mane. But your hug is too hairy. I'll take this off because it keeps getting in my way. Your hug is too hairy. Yeah. So Boo went to see a giraffe. I need a hug, Boo called up to the giraffe. The giraffe stopped what she was doing, wrapped her long neck around Boo, and hugged and lifted him all up at once. "Thank you, Giraffe," gulped Boo, looking down at the ground. "But your hug is too high." So Boo went to see a penguin. "I need a hug," Boo called to the penguin. The penguin looked up from his breakfast, stretched out his flippers, and pulled Boo towards him. "Thank you, penguin," choked Boo, holding his nose. "But your hug is too fishy." So Boo went to see Kangaroo. "I need a hug," shouted Boo to the kangaroo as she bounded past. Without stopping, Kangaroo swept Boo off his feet and hugged him as she hopped on her way. "Well, thank you, Kangaroo," Boo managed to say in between each large jump. "But your hug is much too bouncy." Boo was tired, and he needed a bedtime hug more than ever. Perhaps Macaw could help. "I need a hug," yelled Boo above Macaw's loud squawks. "What?" Macaw carried on squawking, spread his wings, and hugged Boo with his feathery chest. "Thank you, Macaw," yelled Boo, "but your hug is just too noisy." "What about Polar Bear?" wondered Boo. "I need a hug," said Boo, looking up at Polar Bear's friendly face. Ever so carefully, Polar Bear opened her arms and gathered Boo up into her soft white fur. "Thank you, Polar Bear," yawned Boo, squinting, "but your hug is too bright." What was Boo to do? It was time for bed, and still there was no mummy. I was right. It's just not... Sorry. What was Boo to do? It was time for bed, and still there was no mummy, and still no just right bedtime hug. I did it! Puppy.
No. You can have all the hugs you want. Just no puppy right now.
Too wrinkly and too bumpy. Too tight, too tickly, too big, too wet. Yeah, the boa constrictor. Too tight. Oh, I need a hug that's not too hairy or too high, or too fishy or too bouncy or too noisy or too bright or too wrinkly or too bumpy or too tight or too tickly or too big or too wet, whispered Boo to himself. I need a hug that's Then Boo felt a warm, familiar, comfy arms around him. "That's just right," he shouted in delight. "Sleep tight, Boo," said Mommy, as she gave him the cuddliest, snuggliest, just right bedtime hug in all the world.
Page. There you go.
Sometimes you just need the perfect hug. And it's mom or dad, right? Yeah.
We hug all the time.
We hug all the time too. And then I whisper in your ear, "I love you, puppy." That's what I do.
Hugs are very important.
Hugs are very important. Hugs, no amount of words in the world, I don't think, put together or anything can make you feel better than a simple little hug. I think that's 100% true. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness. I'm very tired tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to help. Doug is going to come and we're going to do a little project and then I'm going to sleep and I can sleep in a little bit tomorrow. I will be reading tomorrow morning, but I will not be reading tomorrow night. I have a gig tomorrow night. I'm going to do an outdoor backyard gig for a friend of ours. For a friend.
Good.
That's awesome. I'm very excited. I'm very nervous. Very nervous. Oh well, it is what it is. Well, it's time to wrap up because we're done reading. So go get yourself some hugs and go get yourself some hugs and be a little bit silly. And then it's time for bed. I think that's what I'm going to tell you to do. Remember, it's okay to get mad. It's okay to be sad. And it's okay to be frustrated with everything around you because sometimes that's what happens. But you just have to be what? Justin's already got it. ABK. Always be kind. That's what you should do. Always be kind and be yourself. Don't ever worry about being anything but yourself. That's the most important thing. And don't worry about being perfect because in our world, and yours too, and all that you say and all that you do, you never have to be perfect. You've just got to be Spider-Man.
No, Tazzy.
No.
That's wrong. That's not what you say.
And all that you say and all that you do, you never have to be perfect. You've just got to be a puppy.
No.
Yeah.
That's not.
No.
No.
And all that you say and all that you do, you never have to be perfect. You can just be you.
You got it that time.
I got it that time, so I get a puppy now. That's perfect. So go be you, and I'll be me, and you be you, and Miss Christie be Miss Christie, and I will talk to you tomorrow morning. I have do you know what? It was kind of a special day, because that was book 349 and 350. 350? Yes, 350 books I've read. What? That's a lot of books. Yeah, that one's broken. There's some fireworks! Woohoo! So, we've read 350 books together. I'm very proud. And now we have to get to 351. So that's tomorrow. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. What? What's happening there?
Are you a little distracted tonight, Tazzy?
Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Let's try this again. Oh, my brain is tired a little bit. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. May your dreams be cheery and your dreams be bright. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Sleep tight, Facebook friends. Sleep tight. Sleep tight, Facebook friends. Sleep tight. May your dreams be silly till the morning light. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Lots of love from Miss Christie and I. And I will talk to you tomorrow morning. Until then, dream really cool dreams. That's what I'm going to do. About puppies.